biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm your host for today, Michelle Dawes Birt, and this is RCR Presents Real Discussions. I am excited, but I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, this is not Tamiko Lowry Pugh. This is Phyllis Robinson. Unfortunately, we got very late news that Tamiko couldn't make it today to be my guest. We were going to talk about laws that protect us. So it's really in conjunction with Domestic Violence Month, which is today. Today's October 1st. So it was all going to be aligned with that. So it was going to be a very interesting conversation. Unfortunately, or fortunately for her, she has been nominated to be the VP of the 100 Black Women Coalition. And so that is taking place around right now. So unfortunately, she was not able to join us today. So Phyllis and I have some other business that we were doing, and we're going to talk about that. But she was in the neighborhood.
En route.
Phyllis was in the neighborhood because I was giving her some clothing donations, really some blankets, because we're doing the Angel Lighthouse Coats for Comfort drive. And so we started talking in the car, and then I said, just come on and we'll just kind of tell the people out. I apologize, I don't have Tamiko, but she's doing something really great at the moment. And we're going to do a replay in honor of Domestic Violence Month. I'm going to replay my conversation with Monica Thornton, who is the founder and CEO of Powerful Beginnings, and she is doing wonderful things in Columbus, Georgia, and she's here in Atlanta, and there's a big gala that she's having. She has every year. It's a domestic violence gala in Columbus, Georgia, and it's going to be held on October 14th, and I will be the mistress of ceremonies there, so I'm honored to be a part of that. Yes. And so the DJ for the evening will be DJ Torres, and so we are going to celebrate women survivors, public and privately, but there will be a few women in the audience that will be celebrated for their courageous efforts to walk away from a very domestic violence situation and reclaim and re-own and renew themselves and have a new life. And so we all get dressed up. We wear purple. It's beautiful. The sentiments are great. We have government officials there, lawmakers. It was pretty impressive. And this is their second or third one doing it, so I'm honored to be a part of it. So we're going to show that conversation shortly once Phyllis and I kind of air our talk for today. So hi, Phyllis.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
Thank you for coming in. I mean, just being in the neighborhood, it was just last minute. It was a pinch, but
right.
Tell the people what you and I have been trying to do for the past week or two.
Well, trying to help the community, inform them about different topics that are going on globally, putting out information to them to take action.
Yes.
So that subject matter can deal with the natural disasters that are going on, all the way locally here with people in particular neighborhoods who are needing help, that are homeless.
Yes. So you came to me, and I'm always honored when you want me to partner with you on things. This is like our second or third collaboration where we're giving back to communities, whether it be through organizations, directly to kids, or people that really need it. So this Angel Lighthouse Coats for Comfort, that's what we've been doing. So tell us a little bit about Angel Lighthouse, if you can.
Well, it just kind of happened.
Okay.
Angel Lighthouse. I kind of go back like this. I'm always trying to do something for the community, especially for children. So about a month ago, a friend of mine got in contact with me to come to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to help her raise funding to build a homeless shelter for women and children. And so I didn't hesitate. I just rescheduled my clients and said, I'll be there. Because, I'm a take action type person.
Yes, you are.
So I ventured down there, and I was just really shocked to see that there are a lot of young children without two parents in their family, or just parentless. So I went down there to do some haircuts and, you know, use my voice to help raise the awareness. So, okay, once I got back to Atlanta, I was asked to partner with the Angel Lighthouse.
Okay, great.
And so I shared with the founder, which her name is Astrid Lewis, that Atlanta has a major population of homeless
Yes.
people too.
Yes.
So it just dropped in my spirit. Why not we, start taking action here? And so what came across was that it's about to get cold. And so, we came together to come up with the Coats for Comfort Drive. So immediately I thought about you, Real Chicks Rock, the Action Our Words, and the Natural Creations Hair Salon. All three of these organizations or businesses we have done things together to do the right thing for our people locally and globally. And so that's what's going on right now.
And let's talk about the homelessness here, because when I first came on the scene, I really had a compassion for it, and it has grown tremendously. There are homeless people or displaced people just everywhere, and it's and what it's very hard to swallow or process, because everybody is passing them by, and we can only do but so much. We're doing what we can, and I know there are other people that stop, give food, give $1, give clothes, just try to do what they can within their resources. But it's bigger than us. Like, there needs to be that there's some city officials, there needs to be something happening to help people, because there are so many of them living on the streets. As we're going to get something to eat and go into businesses, there are people just propped up on the corner, sitting in sleeping in bus stops, sleeping at outdoor restaurants. People are everywhere.
Yes, I feel like it's an epidemic in Atlanta. In particular, because you can go down Northside Drive, which is a major street here in Atlanta, and as I was sharing with you earlier, I see this lady, to me, who's a symbol of homelessness, and I call her the suitcase lady.
Right.
I have to come through that way to go to work, but you will see this lady either walking with her suitcase on her head or sitting by her suitcase. But not only is she walking up and down Northside Drive, but there are women and children and men too, but mostly women and children, and those women are like your auntie, your mama, and I'm bothered by that. But again, I don't know on the political side what can be done, because as you know, they just closed the shelter down on Pine Street. Yes, it was closed about a month ago, and still in those areas around there, you see, homeless people.
Yeah, Pine Street, that was a big one, wasn't it?
Yes, that was the major
big
one.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like at that Walgreens on Piedmont, at any given day, you could see women with their babies in a stroller sitting there feeding them out cans. I mean, it's just horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Because actually they need a stable place to lay their heads and take baths and just food.
Yes. Life is happening.
Yeah.
Life is happening. So we want to challenge the people that are listening. If you know anybody that's in political office, running for office, they think they have a platform, they got something to say, please inbox me their name so I can get them on the show, because we want to give them an opportunity to speak to the community, to speak to people. This is always, Real Chicks Rock has always been about giving back through community service, and so we want to give people that have something to say a platform to say it. So if there's ways, as registered voters, as people that live in this city, because we like our city, we like where we live.
Love it.
So we're not trying to throw any shade. We want to try to keep it, a beautiful city that it is, and we want to help people as much as we possibly can. We want to be able to talk to those people that might have some answers, because Phyllis and I, we tend to we're hamsters in the cage. We're trying to figure out what can we do innovatively, differently to reach the masses. And we know we can't get to everybody, but we're committed to helping as many people as we possibly can. So we're going to talk later when we turn the mics off and brainstorm about some other things that are going on in Phyllis's head right now. You see the wheels? The wheels are spinning right now, so we'll probably come out and do some other things. I want to talk about, Phyllis, with you because you shared with me when we were in the green room segment that, because yesterday you and I were supposed to meet to do this exchange of all the blankets and things that I have for the Angel Lighthouse. But unfortunately, you couldn't meet with me because your day was all thrown off due to games going on in the city, and it just kind of threw your whole mechanism off, if you will. So I kind of want to talk about, you know, just how sports is playing a role in our city right now, the behaviors. You know, tell people a little bit about what happened yesterday with you.
I'm going to use the broad word of gentrification.
All right.
Okay. I work in Midtown, 675. West Peachtree Street at She Cuts Studio, and I couldn't find any place to park yesterday due to the football games or any other special events, and so I lost money. But this is just starting to happen like right now, but there are a lot of employees in Midtown who do work on the weekend are having these issues. It's either meters are broken or nowhere to park or streets are blocked off, or such as myself, the space where I paid to park per month was sold to somebody who has a football game. So that's another major issue in Atlanta. To me, it deals with gentrification. And I know that's a broad word, but I just think that on a whole nother level, they're just insensitive to the population of people that have been living in Atlanta here for a while, as far as their way of life. So again, we need some answers or, you know, find a way around this.
Yeah. You know, people are looking at it as, it's definitely a money opportunity. It's definitely an opportunity for those that have money that or can make money off of it. I was out last night and I was talking to somebody and they were basically saying there's not enough homes, there's not enough houses.
Exactly.
You know, he was saying that, but then he was saying it from a different perspective. He was saying there was not enough housing for all the people in Atlanta. And I said, what are you talking about? They're building up all the time. But he saw money. You know, he saw an opportunity to make money, to get in, to buy land, to buy property that's needing rehabbed, to get it, turn it around. So it's just a...
Well, I'm going to give you, I hate to butt in, but I'm going to give you an example of a young client of mine who has his fiance and his baby. They've already qualified for a home, and they've been rejected 4 times. And it's within the, you know, the area of where the dome has been built. And I don't understand that, but in just conversing with him a little bit more, he was saying that they're basically selling dirt or the land to people out of town. So they're selling the dream to other people. And I just received the article about Amazon wanting to come here.
Yes.
But also, what about the people here?
Yeah.
You know, it's not fair, but, you know, again, we need some type of dialogue to know what we need to do to move with the change.
Yeah. I mean, that is an issue, that there isn't any affordable housing either. That's the other thing, too, because places that used to be are no longer offering that.
$1,000 plus up.
It's just too much money. But the thing is, I kind of want to talk about this, too, and I'm moving in different things because we talked about a lot of different things this morning. And I don't want to miss anything, but why for us? We have to have a dialogue. I see other cultures mobilize. I see when something happens, crisis or otherwise, they mobilize, right? There isn't one key person that's, all right, everybody move over here. No. people are moving, and they do it in small pockets with the expectancy that it will bubble up. Like they'll take all that they've gotten and roll it into one type of initiative, or, you know, one target, if you will. And what I'm talking about is especially with the hurricanes, right? So a lot of people, I know a lot of people that are Puerto Rican descent, their heart is breaking. It's a heartbreaking situation. The fact that water can't be reached, people are dying, and that they are tied, they are part of the United States, and we as a country have not operated expeditiously as we should to give them the resources. And so they have taken the matters into their own hands by getting pallets of water, getting the clothes, taking donations, getting private planes, sending the resources down there, doing whatever it takes to make it happen. I want to know what happened to that fire for us. Like, do you feel we still operate that way?
I feel like perhaps, you know, we're, for the most part, complacent until it has hit us
Directly.
personally
Okay. All right.
in our face.
Okay.
But I wanted to touch bases with you expressing that emergency, you know, services and stuff need to get, you know, from my military experience.
Okay.
Right away, you know, it's not any rocket science that you have the levels of like the Army, Air Force, Navy, and the Marines. But the first thing, like what we saw down at Katrina, you should have air aid. And like at this point, all those Caribbean islands, not just Puerto Rico, and all the others, need emergency help. So there is air aid. You ever heard of sea rations? Okay, well, if there is dirty water, then you can drop those sea rations in the areas, or they have pouches of water. Okay, there's people who should be on a logistics team to think out. It's not that, I mean, the media or whomever else is in charge are making it seem complicated. But those are the types of solutions or logistics or things that need to be dealt with in the right now time. So I feel the pain of the lady in Puerto Rico, but on any different level, like the homelessness, just all these subject matter, there are solutions because we do live in an abundance world, you know, to me, we do.
We do.
So, you know, man, I have to just shake my head because sometimes I become exhausted with knowing that there's answers, you know, to these situations that have gotten out of hand.
Yeah, they've gotten out of hand. And then the other thing we were chatting about was the whole energy around football. I haven't said anything about it. I gotta say something. I've been taking a knee. Real talk. I'm a sports head. I am a sports head. I love all kind of sports. But I have taken a seat. I've taken a knee. I'm not watching any form of football. And I don't even know if I'm going to come back to the game.
But to be honest with you, when I was an athlete, I hated that song.
Really?
I just felt some kind of way about it. That's just my personal thoughts, okay? But at this point, I just don't feel that, well, I know it's, you know, I need to possibly be politically correct, but I'm a little sense of humor about it. To me, it's, you know, for us and me thinking about doing those times when my parents watched the NFL, they were too busy having a great time, you know. So I thought about the song, the Funkadelics, One Nation Under a Groove. Okay, so if we want to have fun and do that, and you know, it's up to you personally if you want to bend down the knee or whatever you want to do, then that's you personally.
Right.
Okay, you see the other people out there burning jerseys, tickets, or whatever, but then go ahead. Because the way I look at it, those athletes are getting paid in full. Yes. But then I also look at it from this point of view. Okay, you have now some people of color billionaires. So okay, let's go build our own football stadium and have a big party. And give out tickets to the folks in the hood and create jobs for the kids. You know, to pass out popcorn, soda, whatever you want to do. I'm
going to leave this. I heard some statistics that 70% of the players in the NFL are black. 70% of the players of the NFL are black. 70% of the players in the NFL are black. Right. How many are black owners? All right. Okay. Right. And we're fighting for head coach positions and all that. But 70% of the players are black. And if people can express how they feel without having to be threatened, without having to be fired, without getting a job, I just don't know what to say. At the end of the day, though, it is entertainment. Right. So some people take it with a grain of salt. It's really no big deal. Whether I watch it or not, it's not a big deal. I think, but on the other hand, though, there's power in numbers, right? There's power in money. Like when money starts leaving pockets, then people are going to start paying attention. And the best way to get them is to don't support it. And that's just my viewpoint on it.
And I think it just still needs to be cleared up the reason why he's bent down on one knee, or anybody has been down a knee or ignoring that song, is because not because of the veterans, but because we disagree with racism and police brutality.
There you go.
Okay. And at this point, in my lifetime, I'm just hoping this whole subject matter of racism and all that stuff can just, go down the drain eventually. I never knew how it just surfaced because
it's real big
when you think about President Obama, I didn't feel this type of climate. It might have been there, but golly.
It's always been there, but now that you have a person that gives you the autonomy and the power to make you express it now. So things that were under the rock, under the bed, in the closet, is open. So everything is fair game now. And so people feel that if they don't like you because of the color of your skin, they have every right to tell you. And they have every right to tell you to go back where you came from. And so it's just a very negative dialogue. It's a very negative space. And so the country is divided, but there's still an opportunity we can do our part. And that's what the conversations that we've been having to have. And so we need to figure these things out through legislation, through community activism, through service, it is a big elephant, right? And the thing is, I don't want anybody to be disparaged about it. The fact of the matter is, you can impact one person at a time.
Right.
So we may have to go back to some grassroots movements in order to be able to reach and connect with like-minded people that want to see some change and difference.
I'd like to see a panel discussion. But I also would like to put this out there. I would like to say that Atlanta, at this point, presents the best blueprint, especially the house music in the park, for people getting along and being peace.
Yeah.
And treating everyone as community and family, because people come from all over the world.
True.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true. Yeah. I mean, we're fortunate. I mean, there's incidences, I'm sure, but overall, we're not making the news like every day, where other cities are really catching it. They're catching some hell just because of the color of their skin and where they are, the time and the place, and who they interact with at that time. So we are very fortunate in a lot of regards, but that still doesn't mean we sleep comfortably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's still something inside of most of us that keeps us up or wonders what the next move should be. How do we move through this? Because we got kids, we got grandkids, we got nieces, nephews.
Right.
We got godchildren. We got to leave something. We're trying to figure out what kind of state we're going to leave this in for them. So that's what we're really trying to figure out. So that was our heavy commentary for the day.
Yes, it was.
We just had to kind of we had to get that off our chest. So thank you, Phyllis, for coming through. So we got some things. So on the note of house, right? House notes. So ATL house notes. Yay! We got some ATL house notes. Shouts out to the team. I think that, that's Brian, that's Allison, that's Andrea Marks, that's DeGrazier. I'm a supporting person of ATL House Notes. Go and like that page. I don't know if you can see that, right? Go and like that page. It's on social media. Anything pertaining to house is out there. Anything you want to know. So a lot of people's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I don't know who's playing, what's going on. It's out there. We push it out every week. So if you got a flyer, if you know something that's going on, let ATL House know about it so that they can push it out to the masses, because we want to bring down walls, bring people together, give people a free, safe space where they're free to express themselves through music, through dance, through having a drink. You know, we leave our burdens at the door and we come in and we have a good time. So this is a really good thing for us here in Atlanta. We just want to kind of continue to build and move the genre. Like I said at the beginning, Domestic Violence Gala in Columbus, Georgia. So if you can't attend and you want to be able to support, it's all about support. Shouts out to Tom Joyner and people that have credibility, Jay-Z, and Jay-Z and J-Lo and everybody that's giving back and doing things. I think it's a person's character that speaks. And I bring up Tom Joyner because he donated like $20,000 when Harvey hit, and now it's like a $250,000 amount. And he said he's gotten that money from people just giving donations as little as $5. So when you think that your amount won't make a difference, it can and it will. So if you can't physically be somewhere, feel free to make a donation, no matter how small it is. If it comes from a good place in your heart with good intentions, it's going to do wonders. So keep that in mind. So go out there and follow Powerful Beginnings. They're on Instagram. They got a Facebook page. Make that donation connect so that we can continue to empower other people. And then us here in Atlanta, I know the weather just turned a little this morning, like a little bit like, yeah, like you need to get out of them shorts. It's not happening no more till next year, 2018. So in the meantime, we talked about homelessness. If you got some lightly used sweaters, coats, things that you don't really want, it's out of style, it ain't part of your repertoire, we'll take it. We'll take blankets as well, because that season will come upon us, and we want to make sure we can do what we can, and we want to get to a place that we can teach people how to fish and not just continue to give them the fish. So we know that there's some people out there that's going to need a little help, and we're going to try to figure out how we can get them the help that they need. But in the meantime, we'll take whatever you don't use. Again, sweaters, jackets, coats, scarves, hats, blankets, right?
Yeah, and you can reach, if you need for it to be picked up, you can reach me at 678-851-2947 or email me par.art.llc, or be in contact with Michelle.
Yeah, you know where
and or a couple of other drop-off locations is Cedar Farm at 4108 Anderson Leslie Lane, Snellville, Georgia, 339, or Natural Creation Salon, that's 2380 Benjamin E. Mays Drive, Southwest 30311. So
get at us. So some other announcements for us. Women about their business, right? We're going to have a happy hour thing going on at Cat's Cafe. Shouts out to Jay Roach, who picked a couple of women that's doing their thing from a business perspective. Thank you, Jay, for asking me to be a part of it. I'm going to be there moving some shirts. You know, I move product when I can. So we're going to be doing that. Music will be played in the background, of course. It'll be a good vibe, good time. Come through, network, socialize. Another counterpart of mine will be Lisa Lee Artistry. She'll be there moving some of her artwork, and there's going to be some other vendors there. But it's all about the women that are about their business, about that hustle, about that grind, pushing, doing what they do. We're going to be there October 6th, Friday, coming up Friday, Cat's Cafe here in Atlanta. Then another one. Got some other things. I told you about this, the gala for October 14th. October 21st. Check this out. Never happened before. Stan Zeff will not be here. Stan Zeff will not be in the country. He will be out of the country, and Tambor will go on without Stan Zeff.
Global?
Yes. I'm excited about that. And so the lineup will be Kevin Latham. In the middle, Torres. Right. Right. And DJ B. Brian Edwards. So come through. You better come through. That's October 21st. Doors open at 10. We will be at Wild Pitch. That's 255 Trinity Avenue. So come and get your life. Tell a friend to come through, and come through for that. So we got a lot of stuff going on in October. You know, in the midst of all the chaos and things that are crazy, we are still trying to make sure that we have a fun-filled, loving
Right.
life here with the people here that we know and interact. So I'm going to leave you with Monica Thornton, founder, CEO of Powerful Beginnings. Our conversation, not this year, but last year, I thought was very insightful, very informative. This is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, October 1st, the whole month, right? So we're doing that. So wear your purple for that. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so do that too.
Okay.
So pink is a color, purple's a color. It's all about raising the awareness. Give back, do what you can. I love you. Thank you guys for always supporting me.
Thank
you
you.
for the shares. Until the next time, continue to rock on. Take care.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio. All of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome for joining us with RCR Presents Real Discussions. I'm your host for today, Michelle Dawes Birt. And even though I have a huge smile on my face, we're really going to touch on a very serious subject today. It's all about dealing with breaking the cycle and dealing with abusive relationships, mentally, verbally, and physically. But before we really get into that, I just wanted to share a little bit about what Real Chicks Rock is all about. It's all about empowering people, empowering women primarily, and we do that through various different ways. Today's format, we're doing it through the arts and through media. Another way that we do it is through apparel. Another way we do it is through mentoring and public speaking. And the last point is through community service. And today, that's going to be real prevalent today because we want to take this platform and this opportunity